Alex Hynett. I work at Century 21 Tea Gardens, and today I am interviewing my bosses, just asking them a bit about the area, what they love, why they came here, and I hope you enjoy. Could you please tell us a little bit more what it was like bringing up a young family in town here?
Sure. As I said before, we came from a city background, big cities, but I found growing up in the big city that it can actually be, even though there's more people there, it's very impersonal, and it goes for children as well. And I think coming up to a smaller community actually made a lot more sense for kids in that they were a lot more grounded, were able to form better relationships and ongoing relationships with people around them. Our kids are no different to most in that they got into screen time once they got into their teens, but they had a grounding up here of being able to get out and in amongst all the outdoors, which is right at their fingertips while they were here. So they were able to go to the beaches and the waterways and get out on the river. And so they had a grounding in being able to get out and about before getting sucked in by the screen time. So I think overall a huge benefit.
And there were things like riding their bikes, which I think in Sydney you probably, or in the capital city certainly, you're still doing it, but it's not as easy to do it if you're young, whereas up here it's a much easier thing to do. So they were quite safe. We felt that they were quite safe riding their bikes around the neighbourhood.
Okay. So what do you guys love most about the area?
For me, from the moment I got here, which is really the variety of waterways. So it's one of those few areas where you've got a combination of beach, bay beach, as well as surf beach, as well as river, as well as lakes. The only place that I've come across that's similar to that, and there's plenty around, but the only place I've come across that's similar to that is in the Palm Beach area in Sydney, where you've got all that combination of different waterways. So for me, that's terrific.
I think there's a slower pace of life. It's slightly slower than what you get in the capital cities, and that's not a bad thing. It actually feels better if you're here on holiday. It's great. If you're living here, it just takes it down that notch. So it's not the running around and the trying to speed everywhere. Or we don't have any traffic lights here too. There's a point of interest. So no traffic lights in town. So there's that little bit of a slower pace.
When you think about Tea Gardens and Hawk's Nest, what's a specific memory or story you have that you'd like to share?
I had an interesting one which I think sort of encapsulates sort of how I feel about this area compared to living in a city, and that was I used to walk the dogs when we lived in Tea Gardens itself. I used to walk the dogs out around the Windawappa area, and one morning, there was an early morning that on my usual walk I went out and as we were going around near the shortcut, up popped a couple of turtles actually that we saw, so I thought that was pretty cool. It was only a short time, I think it was within the first 6 months we'd arrived. And then I went around and actually went to the main surf beach up where the surf club is, and as I was looking out over there I saw a pod of dolphins going past, and then I looked to my right and there was a dingo. And so I almost saw all the sort of all this amazing wildlife in one hit. Which I think is one of the reasons why city people really enjoy coming to an area like this, and why it really sort of spoke to me at that point.
And there are plenty of kangaroos and wallabies around too, so you see them, you see them hopping along.
And
alright, what's the one thing you love the most about real estate in this particular area?
I particularly love it when we've sold a house to someone and they make the effort to come back in and tell us how much they love being here, how much, thank you, we're so grateful that we got this house, we love the house, we love the area, we love the neighbours. Those stories don't cease to amaze me. I just love hearing those stories and how many people come back and they're genuinely happy to be here.
And for me, it's like being able to take them around such a great area. Again, if you're selling real estate, in a Sydney or a Brisbane or a Melbourne, most of it's cookie cutter. A lot of it, you're just going from one street to another. Yeah, the homes are different, but here you get to showcase the whole area. So you take them out, you take them down past, you take them past, again, the beaches. You're showcasing the whole area, and it's just great to be able to get out and about, and get out of the office and do that. So it's a good place to work. Photographer, videographer.
Give him a buzz. Yeah.
I'm still filming.
Yeah, absolutely perfect.
It's dancing.
Yep. Yep.
Just trying to get the right angles.
There's no right angle for me.
There's no, isn't it? Because I met you 2 years ago.
Oh. bringing up a young family here?
Okay, so as I mentioned, we were from...
Just a rapid question.
Yes. What would you like to know about me?
How'd you get your nickname?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I wasn't included in the video.